we were just talking about, he died from a private battle with colon cancer. Medical experts are seeing an increase actually in cases of younger people, and he was so young.
Oh, he was just a kid. Gosh. Well, Dr. Timothy Quinn joins us now to give us an explanation on why we're seeing such an increase in colon cancer. Thank you, Dr. Quinn, for dropping by. What's going on with this?
Well, I mean, the bottom line is this news, it just breaks my heart, and it breaks the heart of a lot of people here in America, and for good reasons. I mean, it's just so heartbreaking to see a young person, especially such a talented, important person doing important things in the community, to go on to be with the father. But the bottom line is there are more people being diagnosed below the age of 50 with colon cancer. And the studies are showing that this is becoming more prevalent. But also interesting in this research is the fact that a lot of these people that are being diagnosed under the age of 50, they have an advanced stage. And as Mr. Bozeman did, he was in stage 3. And the reasoning is basically they're coming with the theory that a lot of young people might be uncomfortable, or maybe a lot of times young people, they may feel that, hey, everything's going to be okay. But when they start having these symptoms, they're less likely to talk to their doctors and get evaluated. And that's where the problem lies.
Well, tell us some of the symptoms that people need to know about.
Well, basically, some of the most common symptoms of an individual that might have colon cancer would be maybe they'll have bloating or abdominal discomfort. They can have change in their bowel, maybe constipation or diarrhea. They can be full or hungry, have difference in the way they eat. Also, you have to look for blood in the stool. That's something that you really need to follow up and not ignore. But the most important thing is, if you have these symptoms, it's so important you talk to your medical doctor, because that way the doctor will go ahead and do the evaluation. And if you do have colon cancer, it can be diagnosed early. And cancer of the colon and all forms of cancer, the earlier it's diagnosed, the earlier treatment can be initiated, and the better outcome in 99% of cases.
Well, you know, Dr. Quinn, they used to say when you at 50, that's when you should start taking, you know, this periodic, not annual, periodic test for colon cancer. Should that be kind of maybe lowered or something like that?
Well, it's interesting that you say that. A lot of the organizations are advocating to decrease the age to 45. There are certain groups that are high risk, such as African Americans, those with history of Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, those with a family history of colon cancer. These people are at higher risk, but the most important thing to remember is have a discussion with your medical doctor every year, and you and your medical doctor can work together to determine what's the most important evaluation for you and when you should be screened. But you have to have that conversation with your medical provider.
Good deal.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Quinn, for shedding light on this. And many people I know are going to be more aware of this, even sadly, after Chadwick Boseman's death.